So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a shared folder in Google Drive so that you can place documents in the folder and they'll become automatically shared with me, Mrs. Harden, or possibly Mr. Larson. So it's a great way to just drop in any of your papers or assignments that you may have made in Google Drive or other parts of Google Docs. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click the big red Create button in the left hand side of the page. So you click Create. You have lots of different options. You might have some other options here, but you're going to click the first one, which is Folder. You're going to get a box where you can name the folder. I'm going to ask that you name the folder your last name, then a comma, then your first name. Nothing else, just that. So this would be mine. All right, so then what you're going to do is you're going to click Create. Now, you're going to see that you maybe have other folders on the side, but it's going to show up in alphabetical order. So once you find the folder that you just created, you're going to click on the little arrow thing. So to get the little arrow, you just hover your mouse over it. It turns gray, and then there's a little down arrow. Click the down arrow and you have all sorts of new options, and you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's going to be a share option. You can slide it over and click share. Now, in this case, I have made this folder and I am the owner. You can also change who can see it, but you can also change who can see it through sharing. Now what you're going to do is you are going to share it with me. So I know I already own the folder, but I'm going to still share it with myself. So usually all you have to do is type in the first few letters of someone's last name, particularly a teacher. So I'm going to start with Harden. You see that there are lots of different Hardens. I am not Michaela Harden. I am Mary Harden. You can send it to either Harden M or Mary.Harden. I'm just going to go Harden M. You want to make sure that it stays can edit. Do not change it to something else. And then you're going to make sure that it says Mary Harden, Harden M at verona.k12.wi.us, can edit, and click send. Done. Now, that folder should now be shared. Now what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to drop documents in the folder, and I will get those documents and I will be a nice little drop-in so you don't have to worry about sharing every single document. Just drop the folder, drop the paper into the folder and it becomes shared. Now you might be asking, how do I put a document in the folder? So first I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new document. Create document. It's always good practice to change the title of your document so you don't have 14 million untitled documents. I'm going to call this test document because it's just a test. Write a little message. Alright, so my document is all created. I'm actually just going to close out of it. We go back to my drive. Notice my new document should be underneath all of my folders. So all I'm going to do is going to hover my mouse over it so it is the beige yellowish color. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it all the way to my folder that I created that is shared. Oh, there it is. Pretty cool. Now one thing I forgot to mention is since I created this folder and I shared it with myself, it looks the same. If you notice this top folder, the one that is highlighted in gray that says 9th grade team program, instead of being solid, it has a little person icon. That means it's shared. So when you share a folder with me or anyone else, the way you know that it's shared is it's got the person. Now what's cool is if you want to check and see if it's shared or who it's shared with, when you highlight the folder, you go to the little down arrow and you click share, just like before. It's going to bring up a list of all the different people that are shared on your folder. So this is a folder that I have shared, or I am shared with all sorts of teachers who teach English 9 and other ninth grade programs. So you can always double check. So if you're not sure if you shared something, you can always go back to the share menu and see if it's shared. So if you have any questions, I'll definitely be around to help you set this up, but hopefully this video can help you figure out how to make a shared folder so you can use it as a Dropbox for your assignments in English 9.